Everybody's dancing but me. Everybody's dancing but me. I mean pretzels. What's up,
There you
everybody?
go. Pretzels are good.
This is our
You
ASMR stream.
You gotta come out more. You gotta bring an oomph. You gotta bring.
All right.
Grab your microphone, and then you gotta be like, "What up, party people?
Let's get ready to rumble." Is that better?
And any more than that, we get DMCA'd.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah. This is 3 old men. Sometimes we forget things, like I forgot to tell you that it's 3 old men. And I'm DrDiz. I need to change that, because over here on Kick, I'm just DrDiz.
That is true.
Because Twitch shows no love for me over there. It makes me be DrDiz DM.
No love for the Diz.
Wah, wah, wah. Oh my god! We got a sub.
I mean, I just feel like over on Twitch, you're just showing off that you have your doctorate.
Yes, exactly. I got my doctorate actually from Xbox Live. It's a prestigious university. Well, I'm DrDiz.
I got mine from the School of Hard Knocks.
Nice. School of Hard Knocks over here. That's double op Buck. He's the man in the middle. He's our center, coming in at 7'3". No, not that tall. Taller than me though. That's not saying much.
5'11".
5'11". And then we got Clandiesel sneaking in over there.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Commenting on how unenthusiastic I am. They're a Spartan.
I'm commenting. I'm just saying, when you start out, you got to bring the oomph, and then you can trail off. But you got to go in strong. Strong like a bull.
What kind of oomph are we talking, though?
I mean, whatever kind of oomph you want. You can bring a hard oomph. A light oomph.
I usually I try to finish strong instead of
something like
start
that,
strong.
You know?
I mean, if you start at the top, you just got downhill to go.
Either that, or what you can do is you can feed off all the nerdomaniacs out there. Ooh, yeah, brother, you get the nerdomania going. Ooh, and it goes run wild.
I would do like a wrestling saying, but I'm just gonna mix 2 wrestlers together, and it's just gonna be wrong.
Here comes DrDiz with his impression of Junkyard Ric Flair. Macho Man Jim Duggan.
Oh, Jake the Snake, Big Boss Man.
Exactly. Oh, nice. Hey, did you know that Zach was a Spartan?
I've heard of such things.
Because he says that he is. And I
feel like
choice but to believe him.
I feel like if they started that program, that he would be one of the first people to want to sign up. So,
I mean, true. But if you go by Halo lore, he'd be a little old for the program, but he'd still try to get in.
He would.
Yep.
I want to sign up for the Warhammer 40K program.
I don't want to live in Warhammer 40K. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to live in that world. It's telling where you fight. If you were a human, you fight for the Emperor, die, and continue to fight for the Emperor. Are those pretzels good?
Yep.
Apparently.
They seem to be good.
You can eat like 40 of them for like 50 calories or something crazy.
That's true. There's not much in pretzels, but salt.
Salt and air.
Yeah, salt and air. Although, if you a little cheese dip, a little mustard dip.
Well, you just erased so many calories right then, though, Clan.
Yeah. Why are you eating pretzels then?
I didn't say it was healthy. I said it was good. It's very different. I'm just saying pretzels with a homemade mustard sauce and cheese sauce and a big, huge beer out of a glass shaped like a boot that is just frozen cold, that there's ice floating in it. It's so cold. It's very good. I know for a fact.
So we added a new feature to the TV here. So now we can actually, instead of it just being the logo, we can change it. And look, there's Nerdicopia Network on YouTube. Did you guys know that we had a YouTube?
It's NerdTube.
Look, you can hit that subscribe button right there.
Oh wow! How about that? Bing. It's that easy. And then you can click the bell after you're subscribed and you'll get notifications every time we post something. Like today, when we posted a YouTube short and a TikTok and a Facebook reel.
Facebook reel. For anybody over the age of 40.
That's right. Also, did you know that today Diz had completely forgotten that we had a Facebook page? But we do.
We do. I think it's tied to my accountant somehow. I don't know.
You're an admin of it, yeah. Mm-hmm. You're one of the admins. There are two. You'll never believe who they are.
I can guess.
I'll give you a hint, chat. They're both on this stream, and I am not one of them.
That does narrow it down.
So we were talking about in the pre-show something I'm interested in. You guys said The Witcher season 3 is out.
Yeah,
in its entirety, right?
No,
or is there no?
Just the first half.
First half. So how many is that? 5 episodes?
5 episodes. Yep.
All right. Well, it's a good taste. When's the rest come out?
A good taste of The Witcher.
I believe October is the second.
So they're doing with Witcher like they did with Manifest.
Well, I think they've done that with Witcher every time, is they've split it.
Mm-hmm. I thought didn't the first season come out all at once, or was it split?
Pretty sure it was split.
I don't remember.
I don't know. But I am excited to watch it. I like The Witcher. I watched the first season. I haven't watched the second season. Definitely haven't watched any of the third season. The problem with it is I want to watch it, but I tried to get Sally to watch it, and she was like, I don't like this. And I was like, well, we need to get a divorce.
Oh, I was highly wrong. Yeah. Apparently, Volume 2 will release July 27th, so less than a month from.
Oh, well, that's not long.
I thought it was going to be half a year from now, but it will release in less than a month.
So if you watch one episode a week, by the time you're done, you'll be ready to go with the second part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there you go.
I'll be done with that before in the morning.
Well, there you go. You heard it here.
And you guys
watch Buck is at it again.
You guys were saying that they may cancel it. I know Henry Cavill is not going to be on it regardless after this season. But
yes,
you're saying that maybe because of the writers' strike there, that it may just not come back at all.
Oh, I heard they were canceling it before the writers' strike was ever announced. I saw that Netflix was canceling it before that. This was released 3 months ago, roughly, that Netflix was not going to bring The Witcher on for another season.
Yeah, I've heard that too. But then also the producers have said though that they have stories to tell beyond season 4 and 5.
I agree, and they are even supposed to bring Liam Hemsworth in to be the new Geralt or new Witcher. It may not be Geralt, But
I don't want Liam Hemsworth as Geralt.
and he may not be. They may kill him in this one and bring in a different Witcher. But
I
it'd
don't
be
know if I want a
odd.
different Witcher.
It would be odd if they brought in a different Witcher because they kind of sort of showed all the Witchers thus far that are in this world. They showed them in season 2. Killed most of them.
I was gonna say, aren't most Witchers dead?
Mhm.
I don't know. Henry Cavill was so good as Geralt. Really don't want anybody else playing Geralt. So I mean, I would be fine with the show ending with Cavill's exit. Now, Superman, I think Superman could have been better, but I don't think it's Cavill's fault that Superman wasn't as good as it could be. Yeah, that whole DC thing, they had like 2 good movies, and that was Wonder Woman and Aquaman. The 2 movies no one thought would be good.
Was he in the one with Kevin Spacey in it?
The only other movie I know of that what up, Regan?
Episode 38.
You guys were mildly advanced age, not all. Yeah. When we get to episode 100, it's just going to be an hour and a half stream of tombstones.
I need to turn the sub goal down there to a Medicare supplement.
That's true. That is very true.
Regan.
Glad
We miss you on the D&Ds.
We do. But thank you for stopping by the Streamy Stream here on Kick and YouTube.
Yep. Life alert.
So,
That needs to be
think about who they have as the new Superman?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in anything. It weirds me out though when they keep changing actors and stuff. Like, I hate that the DC EU has been rebooted like 15 times. I hate that they canceled the Batgirl movie, which had a Batgirl, and it had Michael Keaton as Batman, and it had Brendan Fraser as the bad guy.
I mean, how can you go wrong?
Exactly. It should be a great movie, and instead they decided to shelve it and write it off as a tax break.
So, I've heard rumors that the Flash movie wasn't that good or flopped or something.
Oh, it crashed and burned horribly.
I don't know. I've not seen it. I know that there is a person in chat that has, for a fact. If they're still in chat, I don't know. But I know there is a person in chat that has seen the movie.
Yeah.
They seem to think it was all right. A live action Killing Joke would be it would be a good movie. It's a good story, but it's very violent and graphic, and I don't know if they would put it out in a theater. Because Killing Joke would have to be very hard R. Because there's a lot that happens in that. It's kind of like Death in the Family. Death in the Family would be a great story to see on the big screen. It's, you know, that and Killing Joke are regarded as 2 of the best Batman stories. But both of them are hard R. See? Mystified says that it was very good. Well, she says it's pretty good. Flash was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem
I do want to see Michael Keaton as Batman again.
The problem is that it's not necessarily public opinion that they're looking at this point when it comes to the DCU or DCE. It's money value, and it flopped hard.
Yep.
Opening box office, it fell on its face. There was only like 1 or 2 movies that did worse than it in the DC universe, and Suicide Squad was one of them. So by those numbers, they're looking at it going, well, this is not, because me and Clan were talking about this the other day. This was supposed to be their kickstart. This was supposed to start the timeline of him
This was
fixing
the introduction,
everything and boosting this
New
universe into existence, and it did not do its job in box office, and now they have to fall back onto a new movie or another movie to try to do that job, to get the interest enough to springboard this universe forward and do what they need it to do.
Yeah, she says they went and saw it the week after it opened, and not many people were in the theater, which is what a lot of people have shown. You know, they take pictures in the theater, and there's not, before the movie starts, and there's nobody in there.
And
that's
what
what I saw. They were the only people watching it.
Right.
But I think part of that sorry, go ahead.
Do you think there's been some stuff about the actor's reputation?
Ezra Miller, yeah.
Do you think that's playing into this?
I do. I think some people have boycotted the movie because of him, because he's freaking weird, man.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Really and truly, if what they're saying about him is true, and I don't know if it is, but there seems to be a substantial, the way everybody talks, there's a substantial bit of information, of proof that he is guilty of at least some of what he's been accused of. Yeah. And if he's guilty of some of what he's accused of, the dude should really and truly be in prison.
Right.
He shouldn't be in the Flash. It really and truly, if it had been me, I would have maybe have him in the start, and then I would have done something in the movie to where the Barry Allen from TV, Grant Gustin, is the Flash in the movie, because one, he's a normal dude. He's not accused of stuff, and people love him as the Flash. But that's the problem that DC has had, though. DC has had a reverse Marvel. DC did like Marvel. We're going to have movies and TV shows, right? Marvel's like, okay, we're going to have them all. They're all going to be in the same universe. There's one universe, and they're all going to be in the same universe, right? And then they didn't stick to that. And the problem with Marvel is they blew movies out of the water. They were the best movies, right? TV shows flopped because they just didn't care. I don't know who was in charge or whatever.
I don't know. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is pretty good. Okay.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was good the first season, 2 seasons, maybe. After that, it just kind of
somewhere in the middle got wishy-washy. It finished really well.
Came back at the end strong. You're right, 100%. I liked Peggy Carter.
I did too.
That show pretty good.
I could have watched multiple seasons of that.
Me too. Yeah, Agent Carter. I liked Agent Carter a lot. It was a very good show. Yeah. DC had the opposite problem. The movies were weak, but everybody loved the shows.
Like Arrow.
Yeah, you had Arrow, you had The Flash, you had Supergirl, you had Black Lightning, you had Legends of Tomorrow. They were even going to spin out into more until the CW got sold to a new owner, and they killed the Arrowverse.
Teen Titans Go.
Well, there was a Titan show, which was good. I enjoyed it.
I mean, I like Teen Titans Go. It's hilarious.
Yeah, Lois and Clark, the different universe.
Lois and Clark, yes.
Yeah. Hey,
I used to watch that way back. Yeah.
I did too. They did bring Smallville into the Arrowverse as an alternate universe. To
what's he doing now? Can he be the Superman again?
Dean Cain? Yeah. Oh man.
What's he into?
He went crazy.
Oh my god.
He's on Newsmax.
Oh
just
no.
Leave it at that. Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody wants Dean Cain to be Superman anymore. They had him in an episode of Supergirl, and then they killed him. That's how bad it is.
Superman. They just killed Superman. Oh my god.
Yeah. So, probably not the best. Just saying.
Oh.
Now, if they want to get the guy that played Clark Kent in Smallville, Tom Welling, to be Superman, now I'd pay money to go watch that.
Kevin Adorno. Who's Kevin Adorno? Oh,
Kevin
Kevin
Sorbo.
Sorbo.
Kevin Sorbo. Oh my god.
Oh my
It's the
gosh.
super Republican superheroes.
Let's not have him as Batman
Oh,
or Superman, either one.
he's Hercules.
He is Hercules.
He has to be Hercules now and forever.
Hey, he did beat
Or he
Baywatch
could
in the
be-
ratings for a little while.
Or he could be the captain of
It is. It's Republican Justice League.
Oh,
Meanwhile, at the Super Pack of Doom.
oh.
Is it
You're making me
reversed for the
cry.
Justice Man? It's gonna be like, Batman, where are we with killing the gun legislation? Is that what it is? What about more tax breaks for billionaires?
Oh my gosh. I would watch that show.
I would watch that show too. In a heartbeat.
So
man.
I had an experience with DC. I watched the Shazam movie probably last year, and I'd put off watching it for a while, and actually I enjoyed it. It was good. It's a good movie. The first one.
I enjoyed Shazam. Yeah.
So they have the second one out. So I was watching it, and
I have not watched the second one, but I heard it sucks bad.
And it's not that bad. It's not like I regret watching it, but it's
watchable.
It's not the first movie at all. But it runs into the same problem that all the DC movies run into. They are way overpowered superheroes. So the only way to make the movie interesting is to take away their powers in some way.
Yeah.
So that's usually not interesting. And you don't see that in the Marvel movies because they're not grossly overpowered. If anybody's overpowered, it's usually the bad guy, and they have to overcome it.
Yeah.
But when Superman can just, walk up and just, punch Beowulf in the freaking head or whatever.
Yeah, most of the DC pantheon are basically gods.
Exactly, and you say pantheon.
Except for Batman.
So it's just, and he's the only one where they put a movie out and you're like, oh, this is interesting because he has to use his brain to overcome everything and not.
Well, most Batman movies are good. I have yet to be able to finish The Batman with Sparkly Vampire in it.
It's okay.
That's the first chapter of the new DC EU.
Well, no, it's different
called,
Batman.
No, it's called Gods and Monsters.
Yeah, Gods and Monsters. Yeah, is the theme. Yeah.
I'm just going by what Diz was talking about them being gods. That's what they're calling it, Gods and Monsters.
Well, I mean, they basically, even the three top tier heroes in DC are called the Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
I mean, did you watch the last Wonder Woman movie? Was it Wonder Woman 84 or 80 something like that?
Yeah, Wonder Woman 84. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not good.
It was awful because
it was horrible.
It's like they were just working up to the one moment where she puts on that outfit. And that was
the gold armor. And I hated the gold armor.
I did too. I was like, what's the point of this?
I was like, what is this shit? No, the first Wonder Woman movie was a great movie. I can watch it over and over and over. It's a good movie, had good action in it. You felt for her. The music was great in the movie. It went around, it hyped you up when you were supposed to get heightened. When the action was rising, the music would come in with that little Wonder Woman riff that they had. It was great. Wonder Woman 84 should have been a great movie, and it wasn't. It was horrible, which has me scared for the second Aquaman movie. Because I didn't think I would go in like an Aquaman. I love Jason Momoa. Okay. I like Jason Momoa.
Tell us how you really feel about
Atlantis.
him. Okay.
All right. When he was in Stargate Atlantis, I was a fan of Jason Momoa. So I'm an OG Jason Momoa fan. And I was like, well, I'll watch it because he's in it, because I'm interested, in how he plays Arthur Curry here. And he did a real good job. I like that movie a lot. Has me very concerned though for the second one, because they can like 1 out of 6 times they can make a good first movie. They are 0 for like 14 sequels being able to make a good sequel.
Yeah.
None of their sequels are good.
Which is why they keep changing Batman every time.
But I swear, if they want good DC movies, they need to put a single superhero in that movie. That's it. Just one superhero in the movie, and all the other ones are not in this world or whatever. I know doesn't tie into the comic books, but when you watch the old Superman, movies from, what was it, 70s, 80s?
Yeah.
Just
movies.
Just Superman in them. When we watch the Batman movie, it's just Batman and his small crew, Batgirl and Robin. Those movies seem to work, but when you start throwing in all these others, it seems to muddy the water or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but that was their big thing, though, right? It was to try to bring them together for a Justice League movie because they knew Marvel was bringing in the Avengers.
Yeah, it's just like they're trying to mimic Marvel.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a race, and right now, movie wise, DC is losing horribly.
Oh yeah. Now, if they really want to work on what assets they have going for them, keep Michael Keaton, make him old Bruce Wayne, and bring us a Batman Beyond movie.
I'd be down.
I would be down for that too. That would be amazing. Said it like this is 20 years in the future or whatever. Batman is too old. Bruce Wayne is too old to be Batman. He brings in Terry McGinnis, and there you go. Boom. Batman Beyond. Then you have a cool cyberpunk Batman. I don't know. It's very Batman you can do. Superman is really hard to write for without just making him stupid strong. With Superman, you got to bring in a lot of emotion. And you got to, like, it's weird. Batman and Superman are both superheroes, right? But with Batman, it's Batman is the real person. Bruce Wayne is the mask. Right? That's the truth about Batman. And then with Superman, Clark Kent's the real person and Superman is the mask. Right? He really and truly just wants to be Clark Kent.
Right.
But then all these things happen and he has to be Superman.
About the Batman.
They do something dumb like casting Zac Efron. I know they would try to, yeah, but I agree with you. They would definitely try to, Regan, but I'm hoping that we would stand up like we did with the Sonic in the first Sonic movie and go, no, you have to make it better because that Sonic is horrible. And then we get them to delay the movie and fix Sonic, and that fixed the movie, right? And everybody loves the Sonic the Hedgehog movie because Sonic looks like Sonic. He doesn't look all weird and deformed like in the first try.
But what the hell happened with the second Sonic movie?
You try to squeeze too much stuff in. You bring in, they brought in, Knuckles, and they brought in Tails, and then you lose. The cool part about this first Sonic movie, and I know that segue, is that it's a buddy cop movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about Sonic and his human friend Cyclops going on a crazy adventure, right? To stop Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah,
It loses
Cyclops.
that, and Cyclops. That's who he is. It's Cyclops. He
I
will
know,
always
I
be
know.
Cyclops. In the second one, you lose that because it's all about Sonic and Tails and Knuckles, right?
Yep.
The Cyclops is barely even in it. It's like X-Men 3. He's barely even there. He dies in like the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
And that was the problem, right? It wasn't a buddy cop movie anymore.
It's because he got
Yeah.
married. What happens?
Yeah. That's true. But I'm really excited for Sonic 3, though. I am excited for
Mm.
Shadow, although I'm wondering if Shadow's going to have his guns.
Glenn, did you
Just
see that- did you
newsflash,
see that
Shadow the
message I
Hedgehog
sent you?
shoots people.
That's what Gunn said he's doing with Batman.
I think in the second Sonic movie, if they would have put just Sonic and
Oh, yeah,
Tails
Brave and the Bold.
and made the main bad
Yeah, but
guy
his son.
Knuckles, right? And then the whole movie was about that instead of them becoming friends during the
Listen.
movie. It should have ended with
Listen.
them becoming allies or something. So
That's true, but you also have Jim Carrey. In
I know,
the
you'd have had to
best
leave him
Jim
out.
Carrey part,
You'd
and
have-
the best
you-
Jim Carrey has done in years.
I know,
We're
and
talking
I hate to
mass
leave him out of
levels
that movie.
awesomeness.
but it's just he could have been in it for little parts of it, but I think Knuckles needed to be the bad guy there, so for it to work.
I think maybe have Knuckles be the bad guy through the first half of the movie, and then it comes out that he's working for Robotnik. And then Robotnik's the bad guy the rest of the movie. Like, don't even show Robotnik until halfway through, and everybody's like, well, how did you get back? And he's like, oh, Sonic, let me tell you.
Which is fine as long as they wait till the end to bring Knuckles over to their side, and I think that
Yeah.
works. But
I did see the Chip and Dale movie. I did.
I did not see it.
I thought it was not what I wanted, but it was okay. Also, they didn't play the Chip and Dale song.
Oh my
Why
gosh!
wasn't the Rescue Rangers song on there? They tease it throughout the entire movie.
I think it should have been played when the garage was opened.
Also, why does Gadget and Zipper end up together?
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Also, but I do love the part that Dale goes and has 3D surgery so that he's computer animated instead of a cartoon.
I feel though if they were ever gonna play the Chip and Dale movie, they should have did it when they opened the garage. And you saw the cartridge of the Nintendo
Yep.
game and
Yeah,
all
the
that.
Nintendo
That
game,
is
yep.
when it should have been played.
Mhm. Yep. Here's my question. Where is my DuckTales and Darkwing Duck movie? That's what I want. Where's my Darkwing Duck movie?
I mean,
most
you're
of
not
all?
gonna get a dark.
Listen,
You might get a DuckTale,
the world needs Darkwing Duck.
but you got to get a Howard the Duck first.
That's totally different. Howard the Duck is not the terror that quacks in the night.
Well,
He could be.
we have to ask
be.
Chad on this one because I feel like we have a duck expert in chat somewhere.
That is true. There is a duck expert in chat if they've not went to bed.
I mean,
There
now
is a
granted, we
duck
have
expert in
had
chat.
a live action Howard the Duck movie, but I think they could
Yes.
do better now.
I love that movie.
Yes, but I want them to remake it for now.
Yeah. I mean, that would be fine. I thought, oh, there's the duck expert right there. Dr. Quacker B. Duckman. TVM.
Oh.
I mean, they can't fuck it up any worse than they did RoboCop.
Oh, don't tempt
Hold
them.
on. Are you saying they
Don't
couldn't
tempt
fuck
them.
up what? Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck. It's Marvel making a new Marvel version. They can't fuck
They-
it up. as bad as the people fucked
Do
up
you
Rogue
remember
One.
the first
Sir.
movie? Or do
Yeah.
you think this is going to be a reboot, or is it going to be a remake of the other one, or a
I
sequel?
Yeah, complete
I have
reboot.
Howard the Duck sitting right over there on a movie stand.
And I have it there on a hard drive. So I can watch it anytime, anywhere I want to.
So there were some really awkward scenes in that movie. So
Yeah, the scene in the bed. Yeah, that's where furries were invented.
When he gets slung,
That's not a
or pulled
furry.
through the wall.
That's a
into the
feathery.
air.
Well, same thing. Right there is where some strange feelings were awoken in some kids in the early 80s, and furries were created right there.
That's when kids went, "Is that possible?" And then turned and went,
Yep.
That started it all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that and all those hot cartoon 80s characters. See, haha, quack, quack. See, duck expert.
what else is going on in the world? What game are you playing of the 15,000 games that got released in the past month?
Me?
I know what you're playing. And
You
it's
know
not
what I'm
something that
playing.
released. It's
Nope, he's not playing something that released in the most
it's the
recently.
critically acclaimed MMORPG World of
That's
Warcraft.
I actually no. That is the wrong critical right there.
Mm.
See, it works over here too.
Mm.
I have been playing the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, available for free right now, all the way through Heavensward. I've been playing that, and then I've been playing Final Fantasy 16 on stream.
Is that one word? Heavensward
Heavensward is one word.
Is it Heaven's Word or Heaven's Sword?
I think it's Heavensward, but if you pronounce it together,
Sword.
That Diz in chat.
Heavensward, HEAVENSWARD.
I already wrote it in chat, Clan, before you even spelled it.
Heavensward.
Yeah, let's play the new expansion, Heavensward. Yeah. What comes after that? Oh, you got the Stormblood. Stormblood? Yeah, Stormblood. What's after that? Oh, the Shadowbringers. Oh, Shadowbringers. Is there one after that? Yeah. Which one is that one? Oh, you're talking about the Innsvalker? The Innsvalker? Yeah, Innsvalker. Oh, that sounds exciting. Yeah, that's on the moon.
Well, that's what Clandiesel's playing.
Yep. Hey, you can catch my Final Fantasy 16 playthroughs on stream. Wherever I decide to stream to at that day. So far, they've all been on Kick and YouTube, but we may try one on Twitch just to see if the view count is similar or not. We're going to guess that it's not.
Yeah.
But so far, we've been doing pretty good on Kick for view count. So, hey, and we're up to 2 subs. I know.
Yep.
One of them
got like 80 something followers and 2 subs. Yep.
So I also know who the other sub is. Hint, they're in this stream, and it's not me, because I already told you I am one.
I mean, I think it'd be obvious. All I have to do is look at chat.
Maybe. Instalker is what I heard. I mean, that works. That's where, it is whatever you want it to be. Although I do want to say something. I do notice that somebody in chat has joined the Discord and put into the Discord that they are playing Diablo, and right there, chat is the link to our Discord if you want to join. So yeah, we all three play Diablo. So if at any time you want a Diablo, let us know. We'll Diablo.
Yeah.
But yeah, Regan, to answer your question that you put into Discord, you can make a hardcore character at any time. Your first character can be a hardcore character. It's fine. It's a little checkbox when you create your character. That's all it is.
See, I'm in conflict right now. I have Diablo, I have
Uh-huh.
Final Fantasy 16, and then I have Tears of the Kingdom, which I'm about. If you count all the collection quests, I'm probably not even halfway through the game. But in the story, I'm probably a halfway or a little over halfway through it. So.
See, this is the problem.
He's not in conflict though, chat. Diz, what have you been playing?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Exactly. There's no conflict, chat. He's already
That's
made
true.
his decision.
That's true.
I play it because I want to finish it, but I wish I had already finished it and could move on to Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah. See, this is the problem I have right now. It's either feast or famine with games, right? You either have nothing to play or you have so much coming out at one time that you physically cannot play them all the way you would want to, right? I miss the days when we were younger and games only came out at Christmas.
I never run into the famine problem.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a good thing, I think. If they would only bring out these big blockbuster games maybe twice a year, 2 seasons of the year or something like that, not all the freaking time, just willy-nilly.
Well, they can't because they couldn't compete.
But true. I mean, Larian Studios has already moved up the release date of Baldur's Gate 3. It's now coming out instead of the last week of August. It's coming out August 3rd so that they can get out of the way of Starfield.
See, I already pre-purchased it, so
me too. I've owned it for years now,
and it is a fun game. I've played through the early access, and the story is good. Like it,
yeah.
It's just a well polished game in the early access, so I can't imagine what the actual game is going to be.
Yeah, I know. And you're right, Regan. I mean, when Starfield comes out, a lot of people are going to be playing Starfield. I mean, it'll be a huge game. And I already got it because I have Game Pass. So when it comes out, I'll have it on PC and Xbox.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'll definitely be playing it when it comes out.
There is one game, when it finally comes out, whenever that is, I will stop playing all those other games and play it exclusively.
Does that game rhyme with Mabel?
Yes, it does.
I knew it. It's Fable. It's Fable, chat. I knew that.
And it better not be garbage, because I will be mad.
Yeah, you're waiting on Ark too. Do you think there'll be as much pooping?
Absolutely. They're not going to give up their crop system.
Welcome to Ark 2. 3 times the polygon, 6 times the poop.
Because it'll be all for family.
You've never played Fable or Ark? Which one? Because one of those, I'll be like, you should try it. Another one, I'll be like, oh my God. Fable, oh my God. You should really try Fable. It's very good.
Yep. Now, Fable 2 and 3, you have to play on an Xbox. Yeah. You don't have a choice.
Yep. Yeah, Fable 1's the only one that's available on PC.
Mm. And Fable 1, I think you can get the Lost Chapters on Steam, which is like an expanded version of the first game. It's the first game plus another chapter or so of content. Or you can get the anniversary one, which I think has the Lost Chapters in it.
Yep, it does. Yep.
So, and it has the improved graphics and stuff. So,
yeah, I think some bug fixes, like so you don't get locked out of being able to complete the game or something like that.
I would like if they would just remaster and fix the bugs in Fable 2 and 3, that would sate me right now until they come out with Fable. Whenever that's going to be. Which is probably next year. But
The big question is, why haven't they remastered 2 and 3?
I don't know. I don't know if they
Just
just
put out a Fable collection like they did with Master Chief, right? Just put them
Probably
all
'cause they've been
together
working
in
too
one.
much on this new Fable.
because I would be playing that right now.
And it's a completely different studio. It's Playground that's doing Fable now, which is also the studio that does Forza Horizon.
Digital Playground.
No, I think it's just Playground Studios.
Oh, Clan.
Yeah, but definitely check out the Fable collection for sure.
Yep, Fable's good and highly recommended. At the very least, the first one.
Yeah. I really enjoy the second one a lot. They introduced firearms in that one, and I've I've played it so much. I have a certain way I like to play the game. I build a certain character, and there's a certain quest line I do to get to a certain point, and from that point, I get like a revolver that shoots like 4 to 6 shots or something like that really quickly, and then I'm a gunslinger throughout the rest of the game.
So Diz goes through, enables cheats.
Yeah, see,
And
Diz, y'all both are off on my joke. It hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I know. Didn't know that one.
I didn't know that either.
Damn it, y'all got to get up all the times.
Mm.
I know y'all's jokes when y'all say it, and now y'all.
Oh. So my question, I have a question for Buck.
Oh boy.
Buck, when are you getting Final Fantasy 16?
Never if I don't get a PlayStation 5.
Well, that's true. They're kind of required. Both of them are required for each other at this point.
Yep, I don't have any of the new gen consoles.
Are they still hard to get?
No,
I have no idea. I haven't looked.
Okay.
no, you can walk in to any store right now and pick up either console. I'm pretty sure. I know
Oh,
you
that's
can a
not true.
PlayStation.
I can't do that
Yeah.
up here at my Walmart. They do
Well,
not
that
have
don't make no
either
sense.
console at my Walmart.
Dang.
Well, you can probably order it and
Yeah, more than
have it
likely.
shipped there. Something. I didn't know if they were like when I got mine, which was quite a while ago. You had to get kind of lucky and find out when some people had them. And
you two were sitting on the internet while we were in Discord checking time slots to see when availability was.
Yeah. Yeah. I got both mine on launch day, which continues my trend. The only system I have that I didn't get on launch day was my PS3.
Wow.
And that was because it was $700 when it launched. I was like, no, sir.
But
Yeah, they
this
were a
is
little
the
pricey.
only Final Fantasy game I don't own right now.
Yeah, me too. Well, unless you want to count the spin-offs, I don't own like World of Final Fantasy.
I have that.
I don't own that one. Now, Strangers in Paradise Final Fantasy is on sale right now because it's the Steam Summer Sale. Let's go broke. So any game you've ever wanted on yours that's on Steam is on sale. So get ready. Also on sale, Steam Decks for the first time.
I already got one of those.
You got a Steam Deck?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
We
That's cool.
That's what I use it for.
June 29th through July 13th. So it's
Turn it off, baby.
is that 2 weeks.
2 weeks. One day we got to explain the Mass Effect joke so that other people get it besides us. When we stream Mass Effect 2, we will explain the joke, and then you will be like, now I get it.
Yep.
I've played one Final Fantasy game. It was the one with the three guys and the car. It was on Game Pass. Oh, you played Final Fantasy 15. I apologize. Yep.
Yeah.
4 bros on a road trip.
I mean, that wasn't the worst Final Fantasy, though.
Might I recommend Final Fantasy 6?
I mean, you're going to start him with a high bar, sir. You're starting him with a high bar.
I mean, if he just said 4, it'd have still been a high bar.
It would have still been a high bar, but you know, I mean, you can't go wrong with either 4 or 6.
I mean, we could tell him to start with 10-2.
Nope. Do not start with 10-2. Dear God, don't start with 10. If you're going to play 10-2, just turn it on. Turn it on and watch the intro to 10-2, where they rock out with the cool intro music.
I've beat 10-2. I don't see what the big deal is.
How about 13?
I have not beat 10-2. Jesus freaking Christ.
There is a whole cutscene where it's like a music concert.
Ricky, he talks so much shit about 15 and saying he's sorry, and then I just named 2 that he's just like,
well,
please, for the love of God, don't look at those 2.
There's no apology you can give that is strong enough to fix 13. There just isn't.
And they made 2 sequels to that game.
Have you played through it? Have you beat it?
No.
I beat 13. I didn't play the other 2.
To the
is the
point
story
where the game's
good?
Supposed to get good, then I just couldn't bear it anymore.
The story tracks. The gameplay sucks.
Yeah, the gameplay sucks for sure.
It takes 40 hours for the story to get good.
Well, the story's fine. The story's not the problem. It's the gameplay.
Okay, explain to me what a lassie and a fal'cy is.
We don't
Mister,
have...
the story is fine.
Hey, we don't have the ratings to talk about what you just said, okay? You're not rated
Holy
X.
Shit.
We can't talk about a fallacy.
Listen, here, you want to play, start off with some good Final Fantasies that won't take you forever to beat. Go and buy the Pixel remasters, buy Pixel Remaster, the whole set if you want to, or at least do 4 and 6.
Yeah. Get 1, Final Fantasy 1. And you need to read the text because it tells you very specifically how you're supposed to play the game. And these 2 don't understand it, but I understood it. You need to make 4 Warriors of Light. So you start out with 4.
Give me my boots because you said he read text and shit just got deeper around here.
Listen, if there's text in the game, you can guarantee Diz ain't reading it. Diz
so
gets to the big part,
you build 4 fighters.
Something's happening, and he's like, "What's going on? I don't understand what's going on." And me and Buck are like, "You didn't read the thing to know why we're fighting the big winged lady?" And he's like, "No, I got no fucking clue." When she show up, why is this guy with a third eye telling us where to go on his flying boat?
But like Diz, it was even an audio file of them just talking about it. Oh, I skipped that cutscene.
Yeah, I just skipped it. Then you're like, "Oh my God."
You supposed to watch those?
Then your cabbage friend gets punted in the head, and you're like, "Oh my God, this is so sad. Revenge. We must revenge." And Diz like, "I don't know. Pick up his body. We'll make coleslaw."
Diz is like, "What cabbage friend? I don't even remember a cabbage."
Yeah. And you're like, "Oh God, Diz."
I didn't like.
I must have skipped all that.
Yeah. Buck and I are over here preparing for war because we're going to kill all of them for killing our cabbage friend. Diz is like, "Let's make coleslaw." I don't know what's
here's the story of Final Fantasy 14. You run around the town and they give you all these pointless quests about finding the thing, and then you locate everything because that's the introductory. And then you go outside, you kill one little monster, and then you have to go help some cabbages or something, and then that's all boring stuff. Then all of a sudden they take your bow away from you. They take your bow away and they give you like a flute or something, like maybe a pan flute.
I'll have you know, sir, I have a bard now. They did not take my bow away.
All they did was take your bow and turn it into a lyre that actually expands into a bow, so you can shoot from it.
I tell you what's a liar. The game is a liar.
I tell you what's a liar.
Hey, Diz, just go be a
Shit.
pugilist.
That's what I need to
Now
be.
listen, pugilist is fun as shit.
I heard you guys talking about it. It's just like beat something
You
with a
just
stick.
go
No,
line
you
up
beat it
with
with your
somebody
fists.
and you
Oh, you
beat
beat it
them
with
with
the
your
stick?
fists. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And then you become a monk.
You
So
beat
you
them
can
with
be
your
Yang
fists and
from
you
Final
kick their
Fantasy
faces
IV.
in.
Yang. Do you have to call yourself Yang?
Or Saban. You have to be Yang Saban. That's who you're representing. So, and at
Yang.
some point, when we fight the ghost train, you have to suplex that motherfucker.
That's fine. I'll name him
mean-
Yang. But when he talks, he has like a lisp, and he says his Y's sound like W's for some reason. So.
What? Who wants some Wang?
I mean, when we get to the Ghost Train clan, I'm going to change to my lovely pugilist and go monk and just suplex that train.
Yep, I've got to get my pugilist to level 30. I think my gladiator. See, no, it's my gladiator. My pugilist is level 30 now, so I get to do the monk quest. Now my gladiator's got to get him to level 30, so I can do the paladin quest. Yep. And then the only ones I'll have left is whatever, the Arcanist and Marauder and Rogue. So I'm surprised Diz didn't like Rogue. I
played
Rogue.
I played it just a little bit, and
He's so fast.
It was just the enemies are just beating the shit out of me. Like,
hey Diz, next time you talk to Stacks, ask him what happens when his rogue goes to hit level 30, becomes high enough to get into PvP, and goes up against a samurai. Ask him what happens to that character.
Listen, samurai and PvP, no joke. Samurai and PvP is where it's at. Also, apparently, if you know how to play Black Mage good enough, you can frick up some people as a Black Mage too. Now, me, I don't know how to play Black Mage in PvP that well, so I did not. But the Black Mage that we were up against, holy shit, was a one-man army. He was, Buck, am I lying or
he
am
was
I lying?
on your team.
He was just destroying everything.
Diz, we were in a PvP fight. We had to queue individually, and I went in as samurai. Clan went in as a black mage, and Stacks went in as a ninja, and it put Stacks and Clan on the same team. And they're moving this crystal, and Stacks goes, "Oh, hey Clan, how's it going?" And Clan goes, "Ha, I finally caught up to y'all." And then Stacks goes, "Oh crap, there's Buck." And I came flying in as a samurai, and he's like, "It's all right, it's just Buck." And they're like, "Oh my god, we can't kill Buck." And I held their whole team while the rest of my team caught up and then killed all of them to win this thing. The next round, Clan's on a team by himself with a black mage that, I shit you not, could have fought the entire team by his damn self and wrecked our entire faces every time we went up against this dude. And I don't know what he was doing.
Samurai, and we won.
guys, I need a bunch of money.
I do too.
Everything on my wish list is on sale. It's like 50%.
That's my
off.
problem. Everything on my Steam wish list is on sale, including Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy.
If what I was, accused of recently that I told y'all about had come through, I'd have $10 million.
That's true. That'd be the $10 million.
$10 million? Yeah. Goodness.
Yep. You could have financed Nerdicopia Network for a long time, Buck.
I could have financed myself for a very long time.
That's what, if I ever get rich, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finance Nerdicopia Network.
Yep.
Hey, Chad, are you still around? Or we weren't you off yet? It's always a question that I have.
I mean, I don't ever worry about that part because they keep coming back every Thursday.
I know.
So clearly we haven't ran them off.
I know.
Now they may hit their limit every Thursday and be like, "Okay, this is all I can take this time," and then have to come back the following Thursday.
No, not here anymore. Gotcha.
I have Fable the Lost Chapters in my wish list. And it's $9.99. It's not even on sale. It's $9.99. It's so cheap, so cheap, so cheap. But I have the box of it up there. It's over there.
I have a Fable box in a box somewhere. It's
When
I
we
don't
used
know
to
where it's
buy-
at.
When we used to buy our software, like in physical form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I haven't bought a physical game. Well, other than Switch, I buy a lot of Switch games physical.
I buy all my Switch stuff
Just like
cartridge.
Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh my god! And then hasn't even taken it out of the damn box.
Ooh, I'm at the water temple. Which is my 4th temple in the game. So
Congrats.
I'm at the edge of it, and that's where I stopped.
Listen, I'm going to play it. I have been playing it a little bit at a time
on the emulator.
On the emulator, yeah. It looks so pretty on it.
But why'd you buy the game? Not even take it out of the box if you're going to play it on the emulator.
So I can do it legally, sir. I'm not a pirate.
I mean,
yeah, because those movies from the 90s told us the FBI's going to get us.
That's right. They will put you in pound your ass prison.
Hey, that was just for movies, though. They never say anything about games.
It's $100,000 fine and 5 years in prison for each.
Clandiesel,
offense.
you wouldn't steal a car, would you?
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
I haven't played GTA, so I don't know if I could steal a car.
The question is it Eleanor?
Is it Eleanor?
Now I would steal Eleanor in a heartbeat.
Because if it's Eleanor, then yes.
That is not a car. That is a work of art. Also, funny fact, the name of my mother-in-law.
Well, I won't steal that Eleanor.
That would be difficult.
I mean, that's kidnapping. That's a whole different charge.
Actually, it's like necro something.
So that's all kinds of things then. That's
exactly.
That's all kinds of charges.
Exactly.
So Rican does not have a Nintendo.
Well, I'm curious what Rican's first game system was then.
I'm going to go with PlayStation.
What was your first game system? What was all of our first game system? We'll start, Regan. That was me too. Atari 2600.
So I didn't have an Atari. I had like a generic Atari. It had like a baseball game on it, and maybe another little game it was like Atari graphics, but it was I don't know the name of it though. I was so young I can't remember.
So Regan had the original NES
and IntelliGames, which is not to be confused with Intellivision.
Mm-hmm.
But IntelliGames, which is what the Sears, if you bought an Atari at Sears, that's what they were called, was IntelliGames.
This was like Atari. I want to say it was like some type of console, and the games were just built into it or something. Maybe. I was too young to I didn't set it up. They just gave me a controller, and I sat in front of the TV and played it.
I mean, there were systems like that, but maybe it was an Odyssey 2 or something like that.
I don't know. It didn't have a lot of games to it.
The Atari, the Intellivision, and the ColecoVision all had cartridges.
And it's weird. Like at that time, right after that, we got a Nintendo. Mm-hmm. But it's not like I asked for the Nintendo. I was too young to even know what the Nintendo was.
Oh, I did. I remember very specifically where I was when I first saw a Nintendo. And what it was is I went with my brother took me to one of his friends' houses. It was up on Stinking Creek. And his little brother was playing a Nintendo, and he was playing Rad Racer on the Nintendo. Mm-hmm. And I just thought that this was the coolest thing because I was used to an Atari, right? Because my brother had an Atari. Mm-hmm. So I was, used to playing Pac-Man on Atari and Pitfall and Cubert and, all that Combat, Frogger, and all that fun stuff. Kaboom was a big hit in my house. And I just thought the Nintendo was the coolest thing ever. And I remember I asked for one and I got it. And I think that was probably probably Christmas of either 87 or 88.
Oh, you
I would
didn't get it
say.
when it first came out.
No, I didn't get it in 85. But they wasn't really in mass marketplaces until like
86.
midway through 86. Yeah.
So you guys having such vivid memories of this makes me wonder about like I must just be a different being than you guys because I experience things a lot differently. Like I don't have memories of the actual names of all these things, and I just have like images of in my head and like whether I liked it or I didn't like it.
The NES showed up
Yeah.
in our house Christmas morning, 1986.
Nice.
Dad
All I
claims he
remember-
got it for the boys. Dad got it for himself so that he
Yeah.
could show the boys that he could kick our ass. That's what he got
Nice.
it for.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Nice.
my parents got it from themselves.
On Duck Hunt. That's what he kicked our ass on Duck
My
Hunt.
parents were too old. They could have cared less.
And my sister beat Mario Brothers before I did.
Yeah.
And that was the only two games we had. We had Duck Hunt and Mario Brothers for a long time.
Yeah.
What was your second game on it?
The second game. Oh, the second game.
I remember what
NES?
mine is. Yep.
Contra.
Mhm.
I was
That's a
like
good
you.
one.
I had Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt and the Gray Zapper.
Yep.
Had the control deck was what it was called. Second. I don't know what my second game was for the NES.
Mine was
I can tell you
Donkey
the first
Kong
4 we
Jr.
had. Not
I would have to look
counting the
through-
combo.
I'd have to look through the ones I have and see based on release date what it could be. One of the earliest ones I got was Super Mario Brothers 2. I won it in a contest. And probably it was because I rented it so much they just gave it to me probably. I won it at Pat and Tubby's.
Oh man. I
Um
love the old video stores where they were just everywhere. Like you just
Yes.
go to a convenience store and they would just have a movie section.
Yep. Yep. I do miss going and renting movies and stuff. That was a ritual for me.
Mhm.
Especially when I got older and I could drive, because then I could go to like Blockbuster in Corbin and I would go and I would rent me a movie at the Blockbuster and I would go and pick me up Chinese food at the Wawang.
The Wallwing Gardens.
At the Wawang. Yep. Yep.
Chicken
Pork lo
fried
mein
rice.
combo.
Oh, pork lo
Yep,
mein?
I
I
get-
got chicken fried
I get the-
rice.
I'd get the pork lo mein combo and then I'd bring it home. And I was very rarely have I been as happy in my life as I was during that, looking back. Just talking about it makes me smile. It's just good times. Yeah, I love renting movies and renting games. That was just the coolest thing. Especially you rent them on a Friday. You don't have to take them back till
Mhm.
Monday.
Yep.
That was the trick, Chad. That's what you had to do. Unless, of course, you're
Unless
older.
Monday
and you're
was a
trying to get
holiday, and then you
That's
didn't have to
true.
take back till Tuesday.
Yeah, then you were rock solid right there, Chad. Now, except if it was during the week and you rented a game from Video Etc. because Final Fantasy 3 had just came out, and you'd been calling them a lot, and your mom went down there for you and picked it up during the middle of the day while she was on lunch break. Then you got it during the week.
See, I didn't even know when Final Fantasy 3, 6, or actual 6 came out. Like, I played Final Fantasy 2 and I'd beat it, which is
Mhm.
4. And I'd played Final Fantasy 1 a long time ago, but had not beat it.
Mhm.
Because it's a little more challenging to beat on NES.
Yes, it is.
It's really slow, and especially after the battles, you have to wait a long time. If somebody levels
Mhm.
up, it's painfully slow.
Yeah,
but,
each attribute goes by slowly.
It came out, and I had no idea. And I was over at my friend's house, and he had it, and I played it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing. He's like, do you want to take it home? And so I took it home with me.
Yeah.
which is amazing to think back on this.
I know.
This
Why would
the
he
amount
do that?
the amount of charity in this man's heart. Okay, to let me do this,
This
and
man should be sainted.
I didn't want to give the game back.
Yeah, I know. Why would you? It's one of the greatest games ever made. Actually, it was the greatest game ever made until Chrono Trigger came out.
Ooh, Chrono Trigger is really good.
Chrono Trigger is the bomb diggity.
I played Dragon Warrior a lot too when it came out.
See, I played Dragon Warrior. I actually got the free copy of Dragon Warrior that you got from Nintendo Power. Because I subscribed to Nintendo Power for years. I didn't have the very first issue, but I had issue 2 onward. But the thing with Dragon Warrior that really pissed me off was that I had to press A and hit door to open a door, or I had to go on the stairs and hit A and then hit stairs to go down the stairs. And that pissed me off to no reason. I mean, I was like, I'm not doing this. This is stupid. So I didn't play a Dragon Warrior game after that until flash forward about 20 years. I'm sitting in a booth selling cell phones at the Walmart with my Game Boy Advance, and I see that there is a Game Boy Color or Game Boy Pocket one, I can't remember, remake of Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 on one cartridge. I'm like, well, I like the RPGs, and you know what? I need to give this a try. So I do. I buy it.
Why did you become like a deep Southern man at that point? I do declare, I think I need this game.
At that time in my life, I was a Southern gentleman trying to find rhyme and reason in this crazy world.
Well, the words just rolled off my tongue like molasses.
Oh, honey, molasses don't roll. Somebody gave you something wrong. But I played it, and it got rid of the having to hit A to go down the stairs or open a door. You just went to the stairs and the door, and it opened. And I was like, well, this is fucking amazing. And so I played both of those and beat them. And then I bought Dragon Warrior 3, which was a Game Boy Color game, and I played it on my Advance. Beat it. And then I was just off to the races after that. I played Dragon Warrior Monsters and Monsters 2, and I'm a big Dragon Warrior fan. Which now we know it as Dragon Quest. But yeah, I'm a big fan of those. One day I'm going to play those on stream as well, because I have them on my Switch.
I was wondering when we were going to get a cameo there.
Yeah, you know, he's going to crawl out of Bug's head at any moment.
Well, it's getting close to midnight here. Low. Sun's getting real low. Anything else you guys want to throw out there? Or?
No.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to play Final Fantasy 14, we have a guild and we're on the server Fairy. I can't remember which data center that is, but just look for it. It's Aether. There in the list. Yeah, Aether. There you go. Aether data center. We're on the server Fairy. There's a guild and everything. So if you want to play, come check it out. Remember, you can play for free up through Heavensward right now.
Yep. I recommend skipping A Realm Reborn.
There's also a guild on World of Warcraft that you can also play for free up to level 20.
That's true, up to level 20.
Yeah, there was talks of dungeon runs, but
I know, Diz, and they keep fucking leaving. Cleansing the fucking keeps leaving part too.
I'm not leaving. I've been waiting on you guys for 6 damn months.
Oh no, it's not. It's not you guys. We're talking about you and Stacks and Trick all showed up, and then you all bailed.
Who has the level 70 characters?
That's not the
Besides
dungeon
you.
run-ins we're talking about.
That what dungeon run?
All 5 of us run in dungeons.
Oh, in 14?
No, in WoW.
Oh, in WoW.
The ones that are
I'm
in
ready.
BFA.
I'm ready. Whenever you guys are. It's not me that's the holdup.
But you keep talking to Stacks about 14, so you keep putting fuel on that fire.
Listen, I'm not his mama. He can go play WoW anytime he wants to.
Mm-hmm. You know he has a problem. He's an addict. The man has 6 retainers on one character.
That's true. That he pays for.
Yeah.
What's up, Sagcore?
Over on the
How you-
kick.
How you doing? Look at them. Look at them lovely green sunglasses bouncing up and down there.
I think them are black sunglasses.
Well, you know what I mean on the green faces. Nobody wants to hear it. Trying to blame me for the problem with WoW. But I ain't the one with the problem.
I mean, you kind of have a problem.
I don't have a problem.
Hmm.
I can log into WoW at any time.
But you don't.
You're right. I don't like the underground damn thing that they're doing now. I don't like it. I have all these cool mounts and I can't freaking use them.
All right.
Still
Well,
in the silo. Do I sound weird? Is something wrong with
let's-
my audio?
no, we actually we might have started
Y'all
watching a
started
new
watching
show.
Silo, didn't you? Yeah. Fuck you guys.
We just watched the first episode.
That's why I was killed.
What?
We didn't tell you to
No,
take
no.
a week off.
I've barely seen it.
Well, I'm glad you killed it because that thing's an abomination.
I wish I had 10 years.
Okay, I'll think.
Got
of it.
socks and itty bitty.
How'd they scare you?
Those players.
Oh my god.
Next thing I know, here comes this truck getting it. Shitty ass truck getting shit and getting. I'm going.
You're not gonna get me a she ass truck. Come on, my she wall. Your she truck.
We're gonna go over to Savage Sally for the traffic report.
Hey, something going on in the road right there. They got that shitty ass truck coming down. I swear to God they do. They back it up into my driveway. I'm gonna blow the fuck out of their bed. I tell you what. I don't even think they got a tailgate, them sons of bitches.
Are you fucking fire out top?
Nope. No, I didn't have you muted. Everybody could hear you.
You just say, "I like the way you talk."
I like the way you talk.
You got a pretty mouth.
Oh shit! I don't know what's going on. Oh shit! Emergency decoupling.
What's happening?
I don't know what's going on. Shit's going crazy over here.
Oh god!
Somehow I got connected. Almost pulled my PS5 off the table.
Oh
That's bad.
no! That'd been real bad. All right, so
Catastrophic failures.
Yeah, I'd have cried, chat. I'd have cried.
we have a YouTube, so go check out the YouTube. It's got all of our previous episodes. It's got all the episodes from this show. It's got all the episodes from our D&D. It's got all kinds of other stuff. Retro gaming. Hundreds and hundreds of hours of stuff. Go over there, throw us a follow, hit that subscribe button, and because I think we're only at 96 or something. We're going in the wrong direction.
That is true.
So,
Also, if you do
go
want to
ahead.
check out live episodes of D&D, we do that over on Twitch. So definitely go and check that out and drop a follow. You can find us there at the Nerdacopia Network on Twitch. You can follow our socials here. You'll find links to everything there. So
Yep.
if we have it, it's in that link.
It's
and you
got
can
our
go follow it there.
Discord, it's got our Twitter, it's got all those things.
Yep.
Does it got
there.
Facebook?
It doesn't have
Right.
Facebook.
Okay, because it's
but
not real. It doesn't
I
really exist.
I mean, we do have a Facebook. I posted a reel to it
does.
today.
It does.
So that's right. We have a reel, a short, and a TikTok all posted today. So definitely go and check those out.
Yep.
So how
if
do
you
we
like
get
those
to
kind of
the
things.
Facebook if there's not a link to the Facebook?
You know what? There will be. I will add it tonight.
All right. And what are we excited for? I know what I'm excited for. D&D this weekend.
That is true. There is D&D this weekend.
DM'd by this guy over here, Double Up Buck.
Shopping episode number 2.
Yep. And actually, I forgot to buy something in the last episode, but I remembered it, and so that we definitely got to do that part, or maybe in the third part, in the third shopping episode. Whatever works.
There's so much going on right now with y'all running all over that shopping area, and y'all got the party split, and there's an assassin in town.
Yeah, I mean, I need to get this purchased before somebody gets assassinated.
That's true. And remember, chat, if you like what you see, you think you would like to watch us doing our other stuff, please drop a follow here on Kick, on YouTube, and on Twitch if you want to. Retro and 3 Old Men we do here on Kick for the time being. We may change it up a little bit. I don't know. Just stay tuned to our Twitter and Discord to know for sure. But definitely drop a follow. And if you really, really like us and you want to support us here on Kick, hit that subscribe button, because remember, 95% of your sub here goes to us directly. So, and we still have 8 founders badges left. Buck has one. I have one. There's still 8 founders badges left to go.
All right. So Buck's got D&D on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern over on his channel on Twitch, right?
Yep.
Okay.
His link is in chat.
And what else you got going on?
As long as Mother Nature doesn't try to anything crazy tomorrow, I'm gonna go live tomorrow over on Twitch and try to get some goblins taken care of on WoW. Try to utilize some more of this extra XP till the 11th. 50% increased XP to be exact for all characters. Oh, there's a sub.
Get a sub!
We got a sub?
Shot score. Yep.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to interrupt Buck because he was talking.
Thank you for that sub. /court, whatever. I know who you are.
But as soon as Alpha 21 on 7 Days to Die goes to stable out of experimental, we're going to pull that up, show or play that on stream, because they did a lot of changes, and I'm interested to see how difficult that's going to make, because you can't find water out in the world anymore. You can find murky water that you have to boil, but you can't find actual drinking water anymore.
So you can find water provided to you by Murky, is what you're saying.
Murky the Murloc bootlegging water.
And just so y'all know, Murky's on screen chat.
That's true. There he is right there.
So he's supplying my water. But that's about all we've got until Art 2 comes out, and then everything will be put on hold.
I understand that.
Yeah.
All right. So if you liked our little show here, we do it every Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Come back and check us out. We've been doing Kick and YouTube, so we'll probably continue that. It's going well so far. So
Yeah, so far so good.
all right. So until then.
Hey, you kids, get off our lawn.
He got it that damn buck. See you guys.
See that?